Imagine for a moment being able to understand every tear, every deep look, and every silent gesture of your faithful four-legged companion. By doing so, you will not only become a more empathetic person, but you will learn life lessons that will stay with you forever. Today, I want to share with you a story that reveals 7 reasons why dogs cry and how, by understanding their tears, we can also learn more about life, love, and loyalty. I always thought that tears were exclusive to humans, that dogs, because of their strong and noble nature, didn't cry. But one day, as I was coming home after a long day at work, I saw my dog, Max, looking at me with those bright eyes that seemed to cry. In that instant, I felt a lump in my throat. What was he trying to tell me? It wasn't sadness, that was for sure. Max, with his tail wagging like crazy and his body shaking with excitement, was bursting with happiness to see me. That's right, the first reason dogs cry: intense emotions. I remember kneeling and hugging Max as I wondered how he could feel so much. Dogs, just like us, experience a range of emotions, from joy to fear. And yes, sometimes those emotions are so strong that they overflow in the form of tears. It's like when you see an old friend after a long time, and you can't stop your eyes from watering with happiness. Dogs feel the same way. That afternoon, I learned that true love doesn't need words, just looks and silences full of meaning. Another day, as we were walking together, I noticed Max rubbing his eyes insistently. I became worried. Could the tears be caused by some irritation or an eye problem? That's how I discovered the second reason dogs cry: physical problems. Dogs may cry because of eye infections, allergies, or even foreign bodies that bother them. Just like us, they can feel discomfort when something is wrong with their eyes. I decided to take him to the vet, and sure enough, Max had a minor irritation caused by pollen. I realized that day that taking care of his physical well-being was also a way of showing him my love. But what I never imagined was that sometimes Max could use his tears as a manipulative tool. One afternoon, as I was preparing dinner, I saw him sitting at my feet with those big, wet eyes, looking at me as if he hadn't eaten in days. I laughed. I knew he was doing it on purpose. And so we come to the third reason dogs cry: manipulation. They are experts at using their beady eyes to melt our hearts and get a little piece of food or an extra cuddle. Max knew how to do it, and although I resisted most of the time, I always ended up giving in. After all, who could say no to those eyes full of love? However, not all of Max's tears were for joy or for getting what he wanted. There were times when I would find him alone, staring out the window with a palpable sadness in his eyes. Those were the tears of longing. Max hated to be left home alone. Dogs, as social beings, depend on our company to make them feel complete. And that's the fourth reason dogs cry: loneliness. Like us, they need to feel that they are part of a family, part of a pack. It is in those moments when I value the small gestures of affection the most. A soft word, a hug, or simply being present were enough to calm her tears. But here's something even more touching. Have you ever had a bad day, sat down on the couch, and without saying a word, your dog appears at your side, as if he knows exactly what you're feeling? Max had that gift. When I was sad, he was sad, and no, it's no coincidence. The fifth reason dogs cry is because they empathize with our emotions. They are able to feel our pain, our sadness, and many times their eyes fill with tears when they see us suffer. That emotional connection between human and dog is one of the purest things in the world. Max taught me that we don't always need words to feel understood. Sometimes a look is enough to say, "I'm here, you're not alone." Not all of Max's tears had such noble origins. Occasionally, the past came back to haunt him. Max was a rescued dog, and although he was happy at home, certain noises or places awakened painful memories in him. The sixth reason dogs cry is because of past traumas. One afternoon, as we were walking near a gas station, Max began to tremble and his eyes filled with tears. Something about that place reminded him of a difficult time in his life before he was adopted. It was then that I understood the importance of constantly giving him love and security. Dogs, like us, can have emotional scars, and although time heals many things, affection is the balm that soothes the most. Finally, we come to the most beautiful reason of all. Dogs cry for love. Yes, sometimes the tears we see in their eyes are not of sadness, nor of pain, nor of manipulation. They are tears of unconditional love. I remember one night when, after a long day, I sat on the couch with Max next to me. We looked at each other in silence, and his eyes were filled with sparkle. There was no need for words. At that moment, I understood that his love for me was so great that it overflowed in the form of tears. That is the seventh and most beautiful reason why dogs cry, because of the pure and unconditional love they feel for us. At the end of this emotional journey with Max, I learned that tears, in both humans and dogs, are an expression of the deepest emotions. Max taught me that love, loyalty, and empathy are not measured in words, but in shared moments, in silences loaded with meaning, and in looks that say it all. If you have a dog at home, I invite you to take a closer look at their behavior, to pay attention to those little tears that sometimes shine in their eyes. It's not always about pain or manipulation. Sometimes it's their way of telling you that they love you more than words could ever express. So the next time you see your dog cry, stop for a moment and ask yourself, what is he or she feeling? You may find that those tears are a reflection of the deep and unique connection you share with your faithful friend. And now I invite you to reflect and share your experience. Have you ever seen your dog cry? What do you think he was trying to tell you? Every dog is a unique universe of emotions, and learning to understand their tears is certainly a way to love them better. If you like this story, and now you understand better why your dog cries, don't forget to like and share this video with other dog lovers. Remember to turn on the bell so you don't miss any of our next videos. Tell us in the comments if you've experienced any of these situations with your pet and how you've learned to help him. We'd love to hear about your experience. Thanks for being here, and until next time, where we will continue exploring together the amazing world of our four-legged companions,